We're back.
We're back. We have Rose. Rose has returned.
Yay.
And we are going to do Node 5.
Yeah.
So you probably watched till it. No!
What happened?
Tragic. Yeah. I was saying Rose probably watched to Node 3, like mid 3, 2, 3.
Maybe. I wasted a lot of time watching the event one, and I was like, I've seen this already, and I don't know why. Because if this is the myth, then why am I seeing this? But it was the event, like...
The event story.
Yeah.
So you got somewhere, I think you got to... I would say you got to at least Node 2, maybe the beginning of Node 3. But anyways, on to Node 5. You didn't miss much important.
They went to the ball. That's it.
They went to the ball, and he drank from her a bunch.
Perfect.
They did go to the ball.
I once again find myself walking along that misty path of roses in my dream. The flowers on either side are no longer blooming. Their petals fade and curl one by one before transforming into silent ash at my feet. The mist clears to reveal a dead garden at the end of the path. Is this not all a dead garden? If all the roses are wilting?
I would say so.
Well, they're alive.
They can wilt and be alive.
Look at how alive they are. Yeah, look at how alive they are.
Wilting is pre-death.
True.
Hard vines with roses ensnare broken colonnades? No one has an opinion on that word?
Colonnades.
It's like when you make lemonade out of a colon.
No.
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 Colonnade.
Nasty.
They're akin to memories that lost their life yet refuse to fade. Looking up, I see Velmir. It's no different from a hanging scroll slowly peeling away, its colors fading layer by layer until everything dissolves into gray mist.
When the roses bloom again, will you remember who I am now?
I want to remember you, but will you still be the same when the time comes?
So long as our souls remain unchanged, we'll surely recognize each other.
I open my eyes to find blood-red sunlight filtering through the gaps in the curtains. There's a thin layer of eerie mist in the bedroom.
No.
Was that a dream? Yeah, usually when you wake up in bed from something.
And something weird happened.
It was probably a dream, yeah.
What if it was a premonition?
I try to sit up, but the arms around my waist tighten. I'm pulled back against a firm chest. You, release me. Who said you could sleep here?
Oh. Good morning.
His annoying arms ignore me and make me face him.
You slept so soundly last night that I couldn't wake you up. If I wasn't a kind gentleman who carried you back to your room, you'd be sunbathing on the roof.
Is this
Were-
hair
Is he
in
saying-
bedhead mode?
When I walked in,
No, this is just how his hair looks.
you were exhausted from dancing. No one will
You don't like it?
anything.
Well, looks like he's got bedhead.
I wish they had more, like, transition side pieces.
Yeah, it's
His
just like
hair.
short in the front and then very long. Mullet.
It's the Xavier. It's the exact same thing they did to Xavier.
Are you
but
saying I
slightly
should
better.
be thanking you for your thoughtfulness?
I'm honored.
Xavier's does look very chopped.
Like, at least they added some pieces here.
They never do discuss going to the hairdressers, I suppose. Maybe they don't go. They do it themselves.
A maid enters with a tray that has my breakfast. Once she sets it down, she helps me bathe.
Did you
What?
have any strange dreams last night, my lady?
I mean, that's just what maids did in these times.
I dreamed of a path covered in roses.
A noble woman can't bathe herself.
I held a rose petal in my hand.
Why is it similar to my dream? What else did you see?
I can't remember. The path was hidden in a heavy mist, and everything was blurry.
I question all the servants, and they say they experience similar dreams. By evening, the entire city is talking about this strange dream. In a world where death can strike at any moment, people believe this is an ill omen. Panic spreads. In the flickering candlelight, I once again open Night's Whispers and search for the fragmented text, for the blood mist.
Sorry, is Night's Whispers your Tome of the Sea God?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the little poetry thing he got for her at the ball, and it is her book, her tome.
So we get to read Night's Whispers over and over again.
Night's
Take a
Whispers, harder to say than Tome of the Sea God. So
Tome of the Sea
sorry.
God is good. When the mist kisses the rose and its petals fall, the Supreme shall awaken from its eternal slumber.
Do you believe this?
The Supreme!
Sacred core.
In a book I once read, there was a record of a powerful magic spell, considered forbidden. It's called the Rose Dream Plague. Do you think maybe that's what's happening? That you're all having a dream about roses?
Whoa!
Hold on.
Yeah, it's
But
very,
didn't at the beginning of the myth that con artist in the square talk about the plague?
Yeah.
I think that's the beginning of the event story.
I think
Oh,
that is
yeah,
the
sorry.
event, yeah. That guy's like, you have the plague.
It's
It can
him.
force an entire city to witness the same dream. In other words, it's a disease that infects one's dream. I've got it. Only Sauron would have the power to seal forbidden magics within a painting from decades ago.
Is he truly kind-hearted to show later generations the path to the sacred core? This could be him mocking people like you.
At least his insults towards me wouldn't be as frequent as yours.
Do we
What about you,
care
Count?
about the dream plague? Because, like, who
It doesn't
cares?
sound like we do. You woke
That's
up.
what I don't understand. Like, it seems unclear why the dream plague matters. Like, oh, we're all having the same dream. Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not dying. Like, it's just a dream.
It's
I mean,
very
it's
bad to have the plague, even if the plague does absolutely nothing to you.
What about you,
I would
Count?
go
Did
back
you
to
dream
s-
last night? Are your dreams the same as a human's? Or do fiends have no dreams? He gives a non-committal smile, but his eyes show no traces of amusement.
Rather than concern yourself with whether or not I'm like you, you should focus on searching for the clues about the sacred core.
He doesn't answer my question. For some reason, I'm certain his dream had something he didn't want to see. Maybe people die from the Rose Dream Plague eventually.
I wonder how they die.
That night, Silas had a dream. In it, Quirrell died in blossoming roses. Alright? When he woke up, he thought it was ridiculous. Dreaming of an immortal's death was a cruel, ill-timed joke. But the lingering remnants of the dream prevented him from showing his usual mocking smile. He still remembered the complex emotions from the dream. Chaotic, melancholic, and a pain tearing his soul apart.
Like when they do this, and they have the perspective change to the love interest. We don't need
we
this.
so rarely get to know like what they're about.
We don't need this.
She is a mage who summoned him, and this is a game to pass the time within his long existence. How could your death cause me so much agony? It was a dream. You don't need to. It's not real.
But
Silas
still,
realized that although he was no longer dreaming, he was still affected by the emotions from his dream. Did I lose my mind after drinking your blood? He laughed at himself, his knuckles gently brushing over the girl next to him. Her skin was smooth, warm. He held this bundle of warmth in his arms, as if to dispel the vivid despair from his dream. He thought it was just a dream. Yes, it was just a dream. I'm reading it more. Just text. Blood-red mist hangs over Velmir, stubbornly refusing to disperse. It becomes a veil that enshrouds the city day and night. After the initial panic, people grew accustomed to the sky's disturbing color. In this era where death's shadow... It keeps saying that, like, this era, death is very close, but it hasn't explained why death is closer than it is in any normal era.
And literally no one has died.
Well,
Yeah, like, no one's died in the myth, and it's like, death could happen at any time. It's like, that's just true.
What are they comparing it to? In the context of what? Like, past
Yesterday?
eras or future? How would they know about future eras?
Can only be
It just doesn't make sense. Like, they keep hammering it in, like, death is present. It's like, that's not weird. That's not different and fresh.
It's not different and fresh.
No one can predict if they will be pushed into the abyss by fate's hand. Yeah, no one knows when they're gonna die. People continue to seek comfort in magic, and mages use any means necessary to enter the sacred core and rewrite fate.
Really?
Silas and I follow a trail of clues entwined with dreams, poetry, and the blood mist. Velmir is a painting slowly corroded by time. Despite our extensive travels, useful information remains scarce.
I guess it's like kind of true that some time periods are considered like more interested in certain topics.
Swain passed away from an illness several days ago.
Oh, someone died.
Whoa!
Time skip.
My lady, my lord, you attended a ball he hosted when you first arrived in Belmure. Do you remember?
I don't
At the dining
remember.
table, Silas and I exchange glances, but the housekeeper's expression remains calm as ever. He looked hale back then.
They say his heart stopped beating. Such tragedies aren't uncommon, yet everyone believes it's connected to the ominous mist. All the nobles are desperately inviting mages to divine their fate and extend their lifespans. If my lady and my lord wish it, I can arrange for one to visit you.
My lady, my lord, today's steak is selected from the healthiest calves raised on farms outside the city. It's been seared at a low temperature with herb butter.
The elderly chef anxiously watches as the maid serves the dishes. He casts uneasy glances at Silas while his voice unconsciously drops to a whisper.
If the Count doesn't find it beneath him, please, do try it.
What the hell is beneath him?
I glance at the untouched dish in front of Silas.
Oh my
and
god,
can't help
you
but
missed
pity the dejected chef.
a big opportunity. Esther said, what's beneath him? His calves.
Oh my god.
Come on.
I don't want to hear that joke ever again. Cut that out. Cut that
It's
out
gonna
of the
come
video.
back. I'll say it again out of context in like 20 minutes.
No.
I wish I could tell the chef that Count is only interested in blood.
I like that Merlot was completely uninterested in that joke and didn't even respond to it.
That was like an auditory processing thing. I heard Aster speak, and then I didn't understand what she said, and I was like, oh, never mind then, continue on.
To be fair, that was a real question. I was like, they said something underneath him. I was like, isn't it the chair? What do you mean? It wasn't meant to be naughty.
No, they said if it's not beneath him, because he won't eat any of the chef's food, so the chef is insulted because he thinks his food is, like, too bad for the Count to eat. But it's because Silas only wants blood.
I get it now. Thank you.
To my surprise, Silas picks up his knife and fork and cuts a small piece of steak and places it in his mouth. That's how people eat.
It's not bad.
Is that how people eat? Is that true?
Glowing review. It's not bad.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and prepare the dessert.
Oh, no.
The housekeeper and maid also visibly relax, and the atmosphere in the dining room seems to improve by a considerable amount. So Silas can be like this too.
What is it?
It's nothing. I saw a hint of humanity in the Count, and I'm not used to it.
Sorry, he can be like, what, polite?
Yeah, like he can realize, like, he can have some manners.
Blood. And was infected with the consumption.
I glare at him as a servant delivers a letter to the housekeeper.
It's from Duke Bass. His Grace has invited you to a hunt.
They still wish to hunt as the blood mist covers the sky? Do they not fear death anymore?
I can't believe he said he has consumption.
But ever since the blood
That's crazy.
descended, extremely rare animals have appeared in the royal hunting grounds outside.
More tuberculosis.
Oh,
It's always tuberculosis.
Let it be known, I called that he had consumption in the trailer.
You did say that.
They say deer with silver horns and pheasants exhibiting golden feathers were spotted, and they've only been depicted in books. All the noble families are competing to hunt them.
Oh, there's some feathers, golden feathers. And deer with silver horns. What could it mean? Silas and I exchange a glance. We recognize the interest in each other's eyes. Unusual animals suddenly appearing. This might be connected to the sacred core.
since His Grace gave us an invitation, there's no reason for us to refuse. Besides, my lady should acquire new attire. A custom hunting outfit should do.
Pants.
I think a huge missed opportunity in Silas's myths, like not just this one, but all of them, is that I feel like in every myth, he should have some version of Mephisto and the twins.
That
I
would be
do
fun.
think it's weird that, like, the dragon myth, he's entirely alone and he doesn't have anyone. And in this myth, he's entirely alone and doesn't have anyone. But then he has the twins and Mephisto in the main story.
It would just be cute if they showed up even in a really small way. Like, I don't know. I think that could have been a fun.
I mean,
kind
it's
of
not
fun
over
Easter
yet.
egg.
It's
Yeah.
not over yet. Maybe.
Oh,
he'll
you're
find a
right. It
bird
isn't
on
over
the
yet,
hunting
Aster. We can
ground.
pray. Please bring Mephisto to us.
Yeah.
Sunlight
He's gonna be a
pierces and mist and
hunting
cascades over the
falcon?
forest. A falcon?
Yeah,
They are on
like
a hunt
when you
right
go
now.
Hunting. Exactly.
Maybe Mephisto is the hunting falcon.
You're gonna shoot Mephisto down.
Right.
No, the
Oh,
falcon
what?
helps
No.
you hunt.
We'll see what happens.
The horns sound, hounds bark wildly as they run, and dozens of magnificent horses gallop through the woods. They temporarily disperse the eerie atmosphere that looms over the forest.
There's a deer with white markings.
In the distance, a herd of startled deer races into the forest steppes. Their fur is adorned with vine-like white patterns.
Is that a peacock? There are wild peacocks here?
On the other side, a silver peacock stands on a large rock while displaying its tail. Its feathers shimmer with an almost surreal quality. The nobles are frenzied over these supernatural sights. Their servants and horses divide the forest into chaotic, noisy sections.
I guess none of these creatures are your actual targets.
Silas rides a tall, dark red hunter horse. His posture is impeccable, yet he possesses an ineffable ease. I could almost believe he's going for a casual stroll. According to the books I've read, the sacred core is about to manifest. Living creatures are transformed by powerful magic. They become incredibly beautiful.
Are there any tomes you haven't read? You're a walking sacred core encyclopedia.
Encyclopedias are thick. Are you calling me fat? Those who can only make nasty remarks should be careful lest their skulls be crushed by one. An unusual magical force slowly reaches out from the depths of the forest. It's akin to slender, cold tentacles. Oh, I love tentacles.
When will
Oh
they
my
show
God.
those
Let's follow
tentacles
it.
in
No.
the story? Where's the ocean?
Where's the ocean? Very far.
We avoid the groups and track that magical force into the dense forest. The blood-red mist thickens, and a streak of disturbing white flashes. It's a white crow, its feathers as pure as snow. A rose vine crawls out from its back.
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow. Uh-huh.
Is this Mephisto?
That's
Could it be?
Mephisto.
A semi-transparent bud grows on the vine, and a thin stream of blood are flowing within it. Look, it's Mephisto!
He's so cute.
Poor white Mephisto.
It's a magical creature!
Yes, he is.
I dismount, my fingers moving rapidly as a glyph appears on the ground. The glyph wraps itself around it, akin to a chain. It's about to tighten and trap. Oh, I'm kidnapping Mephisto?
You've done this
A
before.
dozen blurry figures appear in the mist. They transform into sharp spikes and unleash a barrage of attacks.
I can't wait till you shake him.
No.
Before I can dodge, Silas is already in front of me. He twirls his staff to block the spikes.
You'll be unable to obtain anything with this speed.
Silas, these are illusions.
I already knew that. The real spellcaster is hiding amongst them. Attack with me.
I swing my staff with him. Crystals expand into a glyph and pierce the illusions in the mist.
These people
Swing
severely
my staff.
underestimated the connection between a husband and wife. What do you say, my lady?
I suppose you refuse to miss any chance to flaunt our relationship, Count. We trade barbs as usual, yet our rapport in the battle flows more smoothly than ever. The mages who want to take the White Crow are forced to retreat. Powerless, they can't fight back. I turn to activate another glyph. I'll capture the White Crow. A familiar, nauseating agony explodes in my chest. My breath is almost cut off. I fall to my knees in the cold, damp mud, and the power of my glyph dissipates. Why is it even worse than before? My vision blurs. I can only see Silas rushing through the mist. He catches me before my face lands on the ground.
Your body.
She can't move. Here's our chance.
A dozen or so mages surround us and raise their hands in unison. The ground erupts with blinding white light. Accompanied by a deafening roar, spiraling rings of light rise.
I can't kill them all when the linkage is limiting me. They need to come closer.
5 rings of light rotate in various positions and mesh together like a gear fashioned as they close in. My eyes, my energy and Silas's are draining. Several impatient mages move, hoping to seize the opportunity to capture the White Crow.
At last.
Within range, Silas cuts through a group of mages. Akin to a blade, his staff repeatedly pierces their chests.
Want to drain
Yeah.
my energy?
Bleh.
Pay for it with
They were
your
hammering
blood.
Yeah.
Fiend! It's a fiend who drinks blood!
Nobles
Like
drawn in
you
by the
did
commotion
in the-
hide, keeping their distance. Their faces turn ashen as they witness Silas furiously drink the mage's blood.
Good. He's asking for it. It's fine.
The spiral glyph continues to move, and my energy is almost gone. The excruciating pain shatters my body into countless pieces. Silas. He returns to my side, his eyes flashing with savage intensity. Yet they brim with a certain determination. He raises his wrist and pierces his skin with his fangs. Bright red blood winds down his arm.
Drink.
I feel
Are
a
you
fear in the
going
depths
to-
of my subconscious. I'm about to become a vampire, and use
Oh.
my last ounce of strength to shake my head.
Don't have a choice.
He grabs my jaw and presses his wrist against my mouth. When my tongue touches his skin, his blood reminds me of burning embers. It explodes inside me and churns in my veins.
Explodes inside her home.
Don't
Oh,
say it like
no.
that.
Oh no. I think that's what it's
Uh,
meant to be.
12 plus.
My heartbeat is all I can hear, and it's accompanied by a sharp, burning pain, yet it's quickly dispelling the weakness and oppressive sensation in my body. The mist around us suddenly churns and swirls as if countless hidden eyes are opening within it. The gear-like glyph is silent, its light dissolving into the mist.
We'll leave this place.
Our figures vanish into the depths of the blood mist as Silas holds me. In my hazy consciousness, I can only feel a warm, thick, strange, and intoxicating liquid between my lips.
Yep, between your lips. And
What are you doing?
for sure.
My throat
you know what
tightens
they're
as I
doing.
greedily drink it. I'm savoring
my
the sweetest poison drawn from itself. A little more.
She says that, not you.
Oh, true.
Doing well.
Good girl.
No.
I slowly open my eyes and my vision is only filled with dark crimson hue. Blood?
Nope.
I realize my tongue is lapping Silas's wrist, his blood slowly trickling down from the corner of my lips.
Please stop slapping his wrist.
I quickly
Right,
move
sorry,
back
this is a
and sit
serious
up,
moment.
only to discover that I'm lying in a stone coffin. It's adorned with intricate carvings.
Welcome home, Countess.
Where am I? My home doesn't have anything like this. I look
Your home
around.
is
This place
Silas.
resembles an underground vault with walls made of dark stone. Candlelight cast shadows that stretch into monstrous shapes. I thought this is my home now because I'm undead, and he put me in a little coffin.
Of course, this is my home. I could
Upgrade that
another
coffin for 2.
descriptor. Welcome to the underworld, Miss Maid.
Oh, he brought me to hell. Neat. The underworld.
Fantastic
How could a
date
human
location.
possibly enter this place?
They would have to drink my blood.
The metallic taste of blood lingers in my mouth, but I'm not repulsed by it. How strange. The suffocating feeling from before has subsided without me noticing, but the pain inside my body still reminds me of everything that happened. The white crow, the clues to the sacred core must be on it. I force myself to climb out of the stone coffin, but when my feet touch the ground, I collapse from excruciating agony.
Oh no. Oh, wings! There are wings!
Oh, there he is!
Yay!
Mephisto!
That's totally
I like
Mephisto.
him.
A white feathery figure flies across, I think it's the same voice actor too, the underground chamber and lands gracefully on Silas's shoulder.
Are you saying Mephisto is not voice acted by a real crow?
Pitiful state. You shouldn't be.
What a
No,
scam.
I'm positive he's just a man.
What a
Could be the same
scam.
crow.
Alan, is it Alan Tudyk?
Yep, I hope so.
This magical creature can enter the underworld too?
Since it was prey that caught your interest, my lady, I naturally couldn't let it escape. I'll admit, it's peculiar. I've never seen a magical creature that can freely travel between the human world and the underworld before.
Silas helps me stand. The white crow shows no intention of flying away. Instead, it tilts its head as it watches me. The vine on its back sways gently with each breath, its bud remaining tightly closed as if it's hiding secrets. I wonder how long it'll take for the flower to bloom.
When it happens, what you're looking for might reveal itself. But your weakness has been exposed. Those mages won't give you a moment to breathe anymore. If you leave now, you'll be walking into death's sweet embrace.
His eyes reveal their typical mocking gleam, but there's a hint of genuine concern. I remain silent for a moment. The intense anguish coursing through my body forces me to lean on him for support. You don't mind me staying here? Then I'll wait for the rose to bloom, Count.
I have welcomed you from the very beginning.
Suddenly, he picks me up. Carrying me, he climbs the stairs.
Oh. You tell him.
Now that you're staying, let's help you become acquainted with our home, my lady.
Silas and I reach the top of the staircase. The scenery greeting my eyes is so breathtaking that I almost forget my pain. Inside the massive castle, with its vaulted ceiling, bright candlelight reflects off countless treasures. Its radiance is dreamlike and dangerous. Massive beast skulls hang as decorations. Crystals taller than a person contain strange weapons and items that shimmer with an otherworldly glow. Is this how you live in the underworld? No wonder you hate being summoned.
They're nothing more than trophies. Opponents I've defeated here, mages who tried to summon me only to die. I always keep one item from each of them as a souvenir.
His nonchalance sends chills down my spine.
Yeah, that's giving serial killer, but okay.
He's giving us yeah, it is. So this place is actually a graveyard.
Your sense of humor never fails to delight me. Even if this is a graveyard, it's been deathly quiet for a long time.
I wonder if it's because the
Run
people
out
in the
of
graveyard are
voices in the
dead.
Underworld. There are no fiends who dare to challenge
I mean,
me.
it's true. Graveyards tend to be deathly quiet.
Yeah, they really do.
Mages who survived long enough to complete the summoning ritual on one hand in the past century. So, I'm bored.
I'm also a mage who summoned you. Are you planning to take a souvenir from me? He glances at me.
You are the souvenir.
Discuss
Yeah.
it after you're dead.
So you already have a sense of humor. You also have a sense of
It's a
humor.
pity that the underworld and the human world lack individuals like you who appreciate it. It seems my sense of humor is destined to only entertain you.
As he carries me around to brag about his keepsakes with great enthusiasm, I catch a glimpse of something within the castle. Is that a pipe organ? In the midst of the flickering golden light, it's such a normal thing to be in a castle, and that's the thing I'm most like, what is that? Silent, imposing, dust-covered pipe organ. Its wooden casing has lost its luster, as if it's been forgotten in the depths of time.
Can you play it?
He places me on the bench, and I press a few keys.
Oh no.
She can't play, make her stop.
Unsurprisingly, some are out of tune. Others don't produce any sound.
Is that the problem?
Oh, sure, yeah. They're out of tune.
No one has ever played.
They're out of tune.
And you consider it normal? A room of treasures arranged around a broken pipe organ? Is it special to you? Silas doesn't answer. He picks me up again and carries me. Is the pipe organ, I guess, like, from the dragon myth? The one that, like, his dragon wife would play and sing?
Isn't there
It could be.
a memory or something where, like, there's a song that MC starts humming or singing that, like, Silas recognizes but can't place? So maybe it's all the same thing.
Because the dragon, like, had a song. Like, there was a song that she would sing to him, and that is, like, the song that they connects them.
Yeah, I just remembered that random memory. I think it's just, like, a text or an audio memory.
Yeah, I think it's Continuous Symphony or something.
Hmm.
Very interesting. Maybe she'll play the song here.
On the balcony, the wind is as cold as a knife's edge. The underworld sky doesn't resemble daytime or nighttime. It remains an unchanging gray. The world before me is distorted and fragmented. Buildings of various architectural styles are present as far as the eye can see. It's as if they've been violently pieced together. In the distance, a crimson, barren mountain rises. Large rock chunks float around its edges. Beyond that lies a motionless sea, akin to a glass sculpture. The waves are frozen as they break. The underworld described in various books is nothing like this.
You should read less nonsense.
These structures seem to be from different worlds. What exactly is this realm?
A graveyard.
Yeah, I thought we established that.
An indescribable shudder spreads from the depths of my heart. I don't understand. He slightly turns his head, his gaze passing me like the wind.
You're not the only one who wants to rewrite fate. And there are other timelines with people such as yourself. Have you ever wondered where those discarded fates go?
Oh,
Well, they just stopped existing.
Cause and effect cannot vanish into thin air. A place must receive these fragments erased from various timelines.
are you saying Zane gets a library
They form ruins.
and Silas gets a graveyard
Yeah.
of fate? Wow.
The underworld.
Put Zane's fate in there too.
Graveyard.
Oh, here he is, the boy.
Don't
Aw.
put Zane's fate in the graveyard, no.
Similar to a hunter searching for carrion above a graveyard, the white crow soars in the distant gray sky.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm stunned by Silas's words or affected by the countless energies surrounding me. A ringing noise floods my ears and my limbs weaken.
The magnetic.
Oh, she got tinnitus.
Too chaotic.
Mhm.
The body isn't strong enough to stay outside for too long.
Without saying another word, Silas lifts me into his arms and carries me back. Black red mist flows out to seal the doors and windows behind us.
Is he carrying you around still because you're like in agony or whatever?
Yeah,
Still?
he's just,
When is the
bringing me
agony gonna
places.
stop?
When I rewrite my fate.
Oh.
Back in the stone chamber beneath the castle that was once eerie now feels comforting by comparison. It's suddenly quiet in here. The stone chamber shields me from the chaos outside, and even my breathing becomes steady again.
Only being quiet isn't enough.
He places me back into the ornate stone coffin. Noticing my look of protest, he pats my hand to reassure me.
You'll recover faster here.
No wonder you use this stone coffin as a bed. However, humans need plenty of food to recover. We can't just rest.
You only require blood now. There's no need for regular meals anymore.
Dauntless, I grab his hand. I've been eating human food for hundreds of years. I can't quit.
Oh my god.
Valid.
He's so
Oh.
dumb. He's
Even
trying
if my
to
body
explain
doesn't need
gently.
it, I still need food to sustain my mind. Otherwise, I'll keep pestering you. Valid.
Okay.
How troublesome.
She really said, I'm a bored eater. I need to eat right now. I hear rummaging. Then Silas quickly returns with several pouches in his hands.
Fortunate. In the underworld, my abode is the only one where human food can still be found.
How expired is it?
I wonder who's the unfortunate maid you scavenged them from. This food isn't centuries old, is it?
It's 100 years old. It's fresh compared to you.
It's very expired.
It's fresh compared to you.
There are traces of magical seals on the pouches. Mages typically use this method to preserve food for extended periods.
Of course.
But no
they
mage
do.
expects their food to last 100 years.
Are you going to eat it or not?
I'll try.
I don't eat food with so much preservatives.
Silas's face shows disdain, yet his movements are swift and efficient, as he opens the pouches and lights a fire in the stone chamber to heat the food.
Tell us what's in the pouch. I want to know.
I look at the cold, gloomy stone chamber and the coffin I'm lying in. Then my gaze lands on his busy, happy figure. Silas, were you this elated when you were alone here? He pours the heated, sticky mass of food onto a metal plate and hands it to me.
Never
What
mind.
is it?
I don't want to know what's in the pouch. Put it back.
It's because I'm giving you this meal, so I can feast properly later.
Then I must be the first dish that makes you happy, a gourmet delicacy.
You're confident about your status.
I taste the steaming substance.
Oh,
Although I'm not actually hungry, its aroma still brings me comfort and helps me relax. It's a steaming, sticky substance. This isn't my first time lying in a coffin. I was suffocating, and the people around me thought I had died. They hastily buried me in a coffin. Once enough time had passed, I woke up to find myself buried alive.
What?
I woke up to find myself buried alive.
Spooky.
I stare absently at the thick liquid on my... This food is extremely questionable. What is it?
What is it?
But my voice remains steadfast. I struggled to crawl out of the coffin. I bet that place still tells ghost stories about me. But this happened ages ago, after several eons. I doubt anyone remembers. Silas listens quietly. Surprisingly, his mocking expression is nowhere to be seen.
Is that why you wish to enter the sacred core?
Yes. I lower my gaze. It's the first time I've told anyone my real reason for seeking the sacred core. My suffering stems from a curse. I lost my most crucial memories and only vaguely remember that because of this curse. Only a certain person can grant me a true death. He quietly observes me as if he's looking at a reflection below a lake's surface.
You want to rewrite your fate to escape eternal torment.
Correct. Eternity for me is a nightmare I can never wake from. The flickering candlelight in the stone chamber casts a gentle glow on his face. It encourages me to ask the question that has lingered in my heart for so long. Do you remember why you're here?
That's one more thing we share. For better or worse.
He sits down and leans against the stone coffin.
I don't remember how I arrived here. Sometimes, I think the underworld's fiends are simply people abandoned by fate. Since they're not embraced by it, they're free from the mortal world's moral constraints. They only live for their desires.
But you said you weren't happy before.
I suppose when I defeated a fiend, I'd momentarily feel the zenith of pleasure. That's why I spent most of my time becoming the ruler of the underworld. But pleasure has always been fleeting. After the rapture passes, all that remains is longer periods of emptiness.
He speaks of his distant past in a detached tone. With time melting bloodshed and brutality, only drifting ashes are left. I understand him, though there's no reason for it. Perhaps it's because I also experienced the passage of time. Maybe my life only has one sensation left. Or to put it simply, we're like kindred spirits. You must have traveled through many fragmented spacetimes before. Why did you stay at this castle? He glances at me, his tone making it impossible to tell if he's being genuine.
Must there be a reason? This might be the only place where I've seen a pipe organ.
Is that so?
It's the only object that feels familiar to me.
My heart races for no apparent reason. An inexplicable thought appears in my mind. This castle doesn't have to be so deathly silent. After all, its owner isn't cold-hearted. I could play the pipe organ really poorly.
Yeah.
That's what I've just discovered.
Yeah.
Several days later, the torment inside my body has slightly subsided. I can now leave the stone coffin and walk around the castle. Living alone in a large building must be boring. Grayish light pours through the castle's windows as the white crow dives. It's carrying something in its beak. It lands on the railing beside me and opens its beak. A black flower gently rolls into my palm. Is this a rose? It has the shape of a rose, but I've never seen this color before.
Black? And you just called it a black rose? You're like, what color is this?
I've never seen a black rose, I guess.
I mean, that's true because black roses aren't real. They don't come
I haven't
black.
seen the Underworld's gardens yet. I grab Silas's wrist. Should we follow it and take a look?
You've barely recovered, and yet you've already forgotten what happens when outside energies affect you.
I've been stuck here for days. Besides, you can protect me. This is an order.
Are you certain your orders still work in my territory?
Several wisps of black-red mist faintly swirl around me as if to shield my body.
In this place, I'll only abide by them once.
The White Crow leads us to an area behind the castle. The hillside is shrouded in hazy light. To my surprise, a field of blossoming blue and black roses lies at the bottom of the stone steps. The White Crow circles above the sea of flowers, and the scene feels strangely familiar. I feel like I've experienced this before.
In a dream?
In Velmir, there's a secret garden filled with roses. It has red and white roses in full bloom. I remember seeing a black crow there. It feels similar to what we're seeing now. It's almost like...
A mirror.
Deja vu? Oh.
Deja vu. I pick a few roses. The rich fragrance is exactly like the scent one can find in the human world. It adds a touch of vitality to this cold realm. Perhaps the human world and the underworld aren't completely separated. How else could this White Crow travel between them? And it carries clues about the Sacred Core. It can be considered a messenger.
The Sacred Core's messenger is similar to an ominous sign. It deserves a fiend's name.
Oh, is he about to name him?
We'll call him Mephisto.
There we go.
Yeah!
Oh, it truly is Mephisto.
We got
That's
So
the
maybe
right.
Mephisto, like the
story.
mechanical crow. Like, maybe the crow died and Silas just rebuilt the body for the
Yeah,
soul.
I think it's
Aw.
going to be the exact same crow, and it's just always
Like, it's
been
the
with
same
them
crow.
since
It's like
time.
Mephisto's soul continues
Yeah.
along with yours and Silas's soul.
Yeah,
Yay. I like that.
that's cute.
The White Crow cries out as if he's approving his new name.
Mm.
He lands on Silas's shoulder. The rosebud on the bird's back quivers slightly. It might blossom soon. I gather blue and black roses and bring them back to the castle. I arrange them at the bottom of the stone coffin.
You're bringing an invasive plant species into my territory.
This stone coffin is cold, hard, and deathly gloomy. I doubt I'll ever get used to sleeping in it.
I like how
I lie down in the
concerned is that it's invasive.
The fragrance of flowers envelops me. It carries a warm sweetness. The roses here smell similar to the ones in the human world. Falling asleep surrounded by this fragrance might give me better dreams. Do you want to try it? I don't know if it's going to give you better dreams because the plague is a dream about a rose. And now you're surrounded by the smell of roses.
Since when did you start believing in these things?
I once fell asleep amongst flowers. To be exact, it was the secret garden I told you about.
And you had a beautiful dream.
Yes, I still remember it to this day.
Tell me,
That's how you got the plague.
perhaps I might also start believing.
After you have your own sweet dream, we can exchange stories. I take Silas's hand. He doesn't refuse, and he moves closer as I pull him into this small sea of flowers. Close your eyes and breathe. Doesn't it feel like you're lying in a bed of flowers?
I can believe I'm basking in the sun.
His tone remains as teasing as ever, but there's a subtle joy in his voice. He has yet to let go of my hand. I close my eyes and sense the floral fragrance intensify in the darkness. I become more aware of his warmth that I'm holding. Silas. When we return to Velmir, I'll take you to the secret garden and show you those roses.
All right.
Holding hands, we sleep while surrounded by a fragrance of roses. Thirsty. I'm so thirsty. I don't know how long it's been. My body is overwhelmed by an intense, unexpected desire.
So thirsty.
Dizziness, a parched throat, and emptiness in my chest. This isn't the suffocation heralding an approaching death. It's an uncontrollable hunger. I'm subconsciously drawn to the presence beside me. I don't want the scent of flowers, but this intense, burning essence. I want. I can't help but move closer to the source, seemingly in deep slumber. Silas's eyes are closed. I lower my head towards his chest and inhale his scent. His heartbeat awakens a deeper, carnal craving within me. I follow this warmth over his collarbone and his Adam's apple. I'm drawn to the side of his neck. The essence is more evident, its warmth pulsating against the tip of my nose and lips. I want Silas.
Yep. She sure does.
You don't need to restrain yourself. Since we're the same now, why don't we make an exchange?
I don't like this.
Yes. The wild growing hunger inside me doesn't let me hesitate. I agree instantly. A faint smile crosses his lips as he unhurriedly opens his collar and exposes his neck. Slightly raised veins pulse under his skin.
Indulge yourself to your heart's content, my dearest wife.
I cannot believe you.
I lean forward, my fangs piercing his skin. Warm, thick liquid floods my mouth. I wish they would stop describing liquids.
Well, it's a warm, thick liquid.
The taste in my mouth is rich, cloying. It carries an intoxicating power that makes me feel dizzy. I feel as though I'm drinking the night's darkness that's been brought to a boil.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to me.
As I tilt my head back to catch my breath, Silas turns his head, opens my collar, and sinks his fangs into the crook of my neck. Pain and pleasure slowly overlap and surge as our breaths quicken and entwine. Blood and skin press against lips and teeth, the scent of flowers and blood merge, and our heartbeats gradually synchronize beneath our skin. Dark red blood drips from my pierced neck, soaking my disheveled collar. As soon as it soon falls on the roses under us. Petals greedily drink drops of blood, and a dark crimson seeps into those blue and black roses. I don't know how long I've been asleep. In the realm between dreams and wakefulness, a slight pull on my skin makes me regain consciousness. Next to me, Silas lies on his side. A soft handkerchief and unhurriedly wipes away traces of blood from the corner of our lips. His touch is gentle and his fingertips occasionally brush against my skin. They leave behind a subtle yet unmistakable warmth.
Did I wake you? You can sleep some more.
I lower my gaze. The edges of the rose petals beneath me are still stained with dark red blood that's partially dried. They're seemingly whispering to me. That's not a good sign. I recall the burning roses from my previous dream. Their color was the same. And the person beside me in that dream had the same warmth. Dreams and reality overlap, and I can't tell which one is more real. Mephisto perches on the edge of the stone coffin, the rosebud on his back so large that it's starting to unfurl. We should be able to return soon.
Indeed.
Silas's answer betrays no emotion, and my heart, which should be rejoicing, isn't as thrilled as I expected. I'm one step closer to entering the sacred core. I should be happy. My gaze remains captivated by the hands still wiping away blood. His fingertips graze my lips, and his lingering warmth secretly infiltrates my heart to embrace every fiber of my being. Once I enter the sacred core, the curse's shackles will no longer bind me. Doubt lurks, its rusty blade silently embedding itself into my heart. Isn't this what I've always wanted? Why am I hesitating? The rose on Mephisto's back blooms more beautifully with each passing day, unfurling one layer at a time, its petals akin to ignited flames. Deep within the flower's center are entwined silver thread-like patterns, fragments of magical power. Once the rose is in full bloom, these magical fragments will be revealed, I'll piece them together then. My body is recovering, but I know deep down it will never return to what it once was. For reasons unknown, the searing sensation follows me like a shadow. It's not as intense as when it suddenly appears, rather it's a constant underlying pain. But I lie to Silas when I tell him I made a full recovery. Silas is uncharacteristically distracted. He only responds with a slight nod. The unspoken truth between us is that after leaving the underworld, we'll reach the sacred core. These should be the last moments of my life in the underworld. Before leaving, I want to leave something behind. Perhaps it's to prove I was here, and perhaps it'll make him remember me. Oh, it's time for me to play the organ poorly.
Oh, she's
I
gonna play
wipe
the
down
song.
the neglected pipe organ within the castle, open its cover, and clean the pipes.
You're already bored of this place? Or you have a rare hobby for repairing pipe organs?
Not
Someone needs to repair
necessarily.
it.
In the past, I disguised myself as a devout choir member to find a book containing forbidden magics. It was sealed in a chapel.
Ah, yes. You do something of that nature.
I adjust the pitch of each note until the organ sounds normal again. I stayed there for a long time, and I learned tuning and repair techniques. I never thought I'd get to use them here. I think it's tuned. Do you want me to try playing it?
Why don't you do that?
The only pieces I learned back then were all monotonous and boring. Chuckling softly, he sits down. His slender fingers rest on the instrument's keys. The melody flowing from his fingers reminds me of warmth submerged in water. I'm drawn into the depths of my memories. My heart stirs, and I can't tell if it's because of the melody or the person playing it. Where did you learn to play this piece?
I don't remember. It seems like I was born with it.
It sounds like a requiem.
Is it banal?
No, it's tranquil. Entranced, I watch his fingers dance. Silas, when I die, will you play it for me again?
How can you hear it if you're dead?
I'll hear it. He doesn't say anything and continues playing. The ancient castle's vast corridors and walls reflect the music back again and again, as if they're trying to crystallize this moment in time. This is our last night in the underworld. So it is the same song.
They know one song.
They know a single song. That night, the white crow is perched on the castle window. A blood-red rose blooms along the vine on its back. The delicate lines of the petals converge into silvery white spiral, and the flower's center. It resembles a dissected nebula. I lean in. Deep within the spiral lies an illusory mirror, which rotates like a kaleidoscope. This is all nonsense. I see an abandoned courtyard with no distinctive features. There's only a broken stone bust standing alone amongst overgrown weeds. At the end, a narrow path stretches into the distance. Blooming roses line it. The flower's shadow guides my gaze towards the depths of the mist. Something is waiting for me. After leaving the underworld and returning to Velmir, we find the estate completely abandoned. All the dazzling treasures have vanished. Even the modest silverware is gone. In the center of the great hall, the large portrait of me and Silas has been splattered with crimson paint. Its bloody, grotesque sight. Our faces have been erased, and only crimson words are smeared on them. Fiend and evil mage.
Many nobles at the royal hunting grounds witnessed me kill the mages. They also watched you drink my blood before we vanished.
The mages who were fortunate enough to survive embellished their stories. They painted us as fiends wearing human skin.
This is the price for summoning Silas.
And I let out a scornful laugh and waved my hand to destroy the exorcism glyph on the painting. People in this world are terrified of death. My immortal existence is inherently evil to them.
You have no attachment to this world?
Do you have any attachments to the underworld? Silas gazes at me thoughtfully.
No.
I glance at the full-length mirror on one side of the room. There's no reflection in it. No Silas, no me. I'm not afraid. Instead, a secret sense of comfort washes over me. That's how it should be. I point at the mirror. See, we're the same.
The same.
He leans in and I can see my reflection in his eyes.
I like that.
We turn and leave. We must find the prophesized ruined courtyard that's related to the sacred core. We search Valmir for an abandoned courtyard containing a bust. Mages block our path. They shout nonsense about justice and retribution, waving their staves. However, their eyes reveal their true greed. Justice's cloak is the perfect disguise for desire. In merely a few days, news of a fiend and an evil mage returning from the dead spread like a plague. Mages create rumors that we seek the sacred core to overthrow the world in order to unleash fiends upon Philos. More mages rush to Valmir and use vanquishing evil as a pretense as they compete for the chance to enter the sacred core. Our search for the desolate courtyard amongst the ruins continues. The night deepens. After another day of constantly moving and fighting several mages, we've taken shelter in an empty house on the city outskirts. The ceaseless searing pain in my body grows stronger with each passing day. Maybe it's because we're getting closer to the sacred core. This is a very modern house that we stayed in. Silas offers his wrist to my lips.
You've used most of your energy. Do you want a sip?
You've also expanded most of your energy.
So many mages are handing themselves over on a silver platter. I get to enjoy a feast every day.
I firmly turn his face towards mine and look in his eyes. You liar.
You haven't been honest with me either. Am I mistaken?
I stay silent. I know he's aware of the fact that I've never fully recovered. And he hasn't said anything about it. He absorbs blood from our enemies and offers his own to sustain me. He sighs before he somewhat forcefully pulls me onto his lap. He guides my head to the side of his neck.
If you still want to enter the sacred core, then bite me.
I stare at his injured neck that hasn't fully healed. My heart aches.
Isn't it our ritual?
I gently press my lips against the skin, and warm blood flows into my mouth. He's just walking around with open neck wounds.
It's just a flesh wound.
Moonlight veiled in the blood mist shines through the window. It illuminates his gaze and those unfathomable depths that could swallow me whole. It was only a glimmer, yet it feels like 1,000 years have passed. A thought begins to expand. It's akin to a sponge absorbing water. After rewriting fate, I will never see these eyes again. Rose slowly falls asleep and Silas is out. We're doing the thing where we switch to his point of view again. But even in her slumber, pain is merciless. She frowns, and her breathing is rapid, as if an invisible hand is squeezing her heart. Subconsciously, she grasps his fingers before reluctantly releasing them. Silas pauses, then he holds her hand again. Their wrists touch, and the chain binding them flickers with every breath. Somehow he no longer resents the linkage he wanted to rid himself of. In fact, he wishes he could bind them more tightly together. Supposedly, it's been a long time since he thought about returning to the underworld. Alone. In his eyes, his dreams, his imagination, her presence exists in his everything. But if their circumstances never change, the one who's staying by his side will continue to endure endless torment.
If bearing a curse is your fate, then rewriting that is part of your destiny. Fate isn't the only answer. After all, I never believed in it. If fate demands your suffering, then I will destroy it, no matter the cost. This shall be the price I pay.
After searching through most of Velmir's courtyards without any success, we arrive at an abandoned churchyard. The stone sculptures here are intact. Not all of them match the text in the prophecy.
Isn't it odd? The buildings are weathered and old, yet the sculptures appear as though they were crafted days ago.
What does it mean?
An illusion. The ground suddenly trembles, stones break, and a massive skeleton rises from the center of the churchyard.
Damn, who
Its
is that?
body is forged from black iron and bones. Dark red flames burn within its chest cavity, and death's essence flows from the hollowed eye sockets. This isn't the remnant of an ordinary sentinel. The skeleton swings a massive rust-covered axe which generates overwhelming energy waves. We're just gonna fight a giant skeleton?
Yep.
Regardless of what it is, the fact that a trap was set means we're close to the answer.
Silas stands in front of me. He binds the skeleton's arms with black-red mist, but the creature violently breaks free.
Oh, it's not a weakling.
He thrusts his staff into the skeleton's chest. I seize the opportunity to press my hands to the ground. Glyphs appear and spread out from under the skeleton. It's bound in place.
I want to see him thrust his staff some more.
Yes.
You want to see him thrust his staff?
Yes.
Yeah, where's the candle of him thrusting his staff?
Yeah, it's what the people want.
The people want to see Silas thrust his staff.
They do. They yearn
Silas's
for
staff pierces the skeleton's chest. Flames surge, but the beast doesn't fall. Brittle bones scatter only to reassemble larger than before. The creature stands once more. The giant axe sweeps across the ground and sends stone fragments flying.
I thought it was made of iron. Why is it brittle now?
It was made of iron, and now it's
Now
stone.
it's very brittle.
I don't know.
Super, super brittle.
The attack makes me slam into the base of a stone statue. Blood trickles down from the corner of my mouth.
Get behind me.
Silas spreads his wings and flies in front of me. He takes the second strike as his shoulder becomes a bloody mess.
I forgot he had wings.
I clench my teeth and oh my god. I didn't even hit anything. Into a staff, I draw another glyph. Glyphs spread out and engulf the skeleton. Silas and I grip the staff together, and we forcefully drive it through the creature's skull. Flames burst from its eye sockets as the massive body crashes to the ground. In the subsequent silence, only our labored breathing remains.
All that breathing.
I fall to my knees, my palms covered in blood. I gasp for air as the searing pain inside my body intensifies. Silas folds his wings and drags his injured body over to me. He supports me as I stand.
Shame. We almost died.
Yes, we barely avoided that opportunity. In spite of our pain, we weakly smile at each other. Among the broken stones, a half-destroyed statue emerges. It matches the one on the prophecy. At the end of where the statue points, a narrow path lies hidden in the mist, the blooming red roses lining it. I've seen it in paintings and in my dreams. This is the entrance to the sacred core. The goal I've chased for hundreds of years is right before my eyes. I'm momentarily stunned. This isn't a dream, yes? Silas stares at the misty path that leads into the unknown. His expression darkens.
Since this is what you want, let's continue.
I extend my hand towards him. Silent, he looks at it, then he takes it. Hand in hand, we stepped onto the rose-covered path and ventured deeper. Mist churns around my feet as my body reaches its limit. Each step feels as though I'm walking on knives. It's as if my body has been torn to shreds, yet my flesh and bones are forcibly held together. But I'm almost at the end. At the end of this path, I can use the sacred core to rewrite my fate. Then the pain will be over. The linkage between Silas and me shall end as well. I look at our clasped hands. Once our connection is severed, Silas will return to the underworld. As for me, I'm uncertain of the life waiting for me. But it will be one without a curse, pain, and Silas. From the depths, a breeze blows along the path and carries a faint floral fragrance. Rose petals scatter in the air. They land in my hair and on Silas's shoulders. My gaze shifts from our clasped hands to his face. I realize he's looking at me.
What is it?
The entrance is beyond the mist.
I know.
I stop in my tracks. Once I enter it, we might not have a chance to say goodbye.
To bid farewell.
I want to do it properly. It's similar to proper acknowledgement.
You don't want me to see the sacred core? All right, then. I wasn't even the slightest bit interested.
His tone carries its usual sarcasm. But there's no trace of amusement in his eyes.
Should I offer my blessings for your inevitable death? I wish that you'll be free from curses and live an ordinary life without any sort of suffering. Or should I wish for us to never meet again?
Don't say that.
I take a step, pull his arm, and stand on my tiptoes to kiss his lips.
About time.
Our lips have left wounds on each other's bodies, but we've never felt each other's warmth, and we felt each other's warmth and blood. But this kiss is different. I still want to leave something behind in Silas's life, even if it's a mere moment. I should let him forget me just as I would forget him. But why do I selfishly want him to remember? Let's sever our linkage. The path ahead is one I must walk alone. Without waiting for his response, I silently recite the spell. The linkage at my wrist begins to glow. With a lingering, gentle vibration, it stretches like a silk thread being pulled apart. The thread of light breaks, its fragments turning into tiny motes of light that float away with the wind. They disappear into the mist.
This is what you consider a proper farewell.
Silas, you're free now. As I say these words, I feel an unfamiliar emptiness around my wrist. This emotion welling up inside me, is it reluctance?
It won't be long before I'm forgotten. But what makes you think I'll forget you?
Of course you'll forget me. It's a lie. He stares at me as if he's already seen right through it, yet he doesn't try to interrupt me. You can rule the underworld again. You'll live forever. I'm nothing more than a fleeting moment. Another lie.
Speaking as if you know what I desire.
I hope it's what you want.
You gave me another order.
In the future, when you play that melody again in your castle, if I'm truly dead by then, my soul will still hear it. He takes my hand, his fingers caressing my slightly trembling palm.
Is this the final testament you want to give me?
Why not? You'll always abide by my orders. With countless unspoken feelings buried in my heart, I look at Silas and force myself to smile. Farewell, Silas. As the mist dissipates, my senses vanish. I can't tell where I am. When I open my eyes again, I find myself in an incredible, otherworldly place. The desert. This place has no sky and no earth. There is only endless white sand that is constantly flowing. Sand cascades from an indeterminable height. Layers upon layers of it almost fill my vision. I struggle to move. I'm like a prisoner trapped inside an enormous hourglass. Please listen to my wishes, Sacred Core. The fate I wish to rewrite is one without any curse. The energy within my body is ripped away by an invisible hand. It transforms into grains of white sand that fall into the flowing sea beneath my feet.
Isn't this similar to like in the Zane myth where you guys go in the protocore or whatever, and you're in the sand?
Same background. It is the exact same background and the same.
Maybe the protocore is the Sacred Core.
But that's what I mean, is like you go in the protocore, because that could be interesting because Abyss Walker takes place in a desert. And maybe that's also inside of a protocore.
Oh. Okay. I see it.
Tattered old clothes still cling to it. I can faintly make out an embroidered badge amongst the rags. The name on it is Sauron. My pupils constrict as my breathing becomes rapid. Sir Sauron, the last archmage to enter Sacred Core, the one who left clues about its manifestation for future generations.
At long last, a prisoner of the Sacred Core has arrived.
The skeleton's jaw moves slowly as it begins to speak.
You've discovered that this is a lie. The Sacred Core could never rewrite fate. It's merely a vessel that devours the strongest souls. All mages who enter the
Sauron, the Wizard of Oz,
sacrifice their souls.
Oh my god.
Now it's your turn.
Using a little skeleton puppet. Pay no attention to the man behind the sand.
I like how it's in quotation marks, too.
Fear surges wildly in my chest. I struggle to stay calm as I create a glyph to slow the process of my energy being drained. I don't like that they keep saying akin to. They've said it like 14 times in the past 30 minutes. Akin to a waterfall, sand pours down from above. Cracks begin to appear in my glyph as my scorching energy continues to disappear. I can accept death, but I refuse to be manipulated. Crystalline fragments detaches from my chest. It emits a dazzling light. My body feels weightless. The excruciating, searing pain vanishes, and centuries of torment fade away as if I woke up from a bad dream. Is this the source of my suffering? My curse is a fragment of an incomplete soul? No. I desperately try to grasp that fragment. I didn't choose this. Rather, my action is driven by pure instinct. Even if it's a curse, even if it only brings me suffering and pain, something deep within me tells me I cannot lose it. Yet my struggle is futile. The fragment drifts further away. My energy continues to be devoured, and my consciousness rapidly disintegrates. As darkness closes around me, a familiar light begins to spread from my wrist. The linkage I had assumed was severed pierces the waterfall of sand. The layers cascading white are torn apart.
The linkage between us cannot be severed.
Silas advances against the sand's flow, his figure akin to a there it is again! To a blade slicing through this false world.
I looked away, I thought you said a Beyblade.
A Beyblade!
Slicing through this world.
Fucking spinning in like a goddamn Beyblade!
That'd be sick.
Don't come any closer, the Sacred Core will devour your soul, you can't stay here.
What about you? Have you resigned yourself to your fate? Didn't you say you'd rewrite it? Yet as we speak, you're willing to become a sacrifice?
It's too powerful. A mage's power simply can't.
It's too powerful?
He grips my hand and pulls me out of the sand. His intense gaze meets mine.
Have you forgotten? You're not an ordinary mage. You're the mage who summoned Silas. If you're willing to pay the price, then nothing is immovable. Not even fate.
The intense dread washes over me as I desperately try to stop him. Silas, no. Yet he only responds with a gentle smile.
What? This matter is merely more absurd than death.
Massive energy erupts from his body. Waves of intertwined black and red crash against the realm around us. Sand flows upward. Everything trembles. White sand transforms into a violent storm that engulfs everything. I use every ounce of my strength to hold on to him. Yet in the depths of this raging whirlwind, I see a crystalline fragment of his soul float out from his chest. It's swallowed by the sacred core. Silas. Light explodes between our tightly clasped hands as the space around us collapses with a thunderous roar. We fall endlessly into the chaotic void as he spreads his wings and holds me in his arms. The world peels away and vanishes behind us. Silence returns. Silas's breathing is erratic. His face is deathly pale, and his body feels unnaturally cold as he holds me. Without your energy, you won't be able to return to the underworld.
I never intended to go back.
I caress his cheek. He lowers his gaze as a weary smile appears on his face. Silas, we had identical soul fragments, and we lost them.
Aren't two shells that lost their souls still the same?
I stare at him until tears blur my vision. The pain within my body has vanished. The curse of immortality has been lifted. For the first time, I've truly become an ordinary human. My flesh, soul, and life are as fragile as mortals, yet they're just as real.
Why are you crying?
Silas, you wrote my fate this time.
If our fates were different, how can we truly be the same?
But you paid the price of sacrificing every path that would let you return. You'll never be as powerful as you once were. You've chosen the most difficult future for yourself.
I have no regrets.
He crosses his arm and observes me for what feels like an eternity.
Your past self died as your pain disappeared. Starting from this day, everything that happens will be our shared fate.
All the places we'll visit, the sights we'll see, the enemies we'll face, and...
We'll spend the rest of our lives together.
Are you afraid? We destroyed the sacred core, so we made an enemy out of everyone in Philos. And we're no longer invincible.
Have to know.
There's only one thing I fear. I found the person whom I want to spend the rest of my life with. Yet, I'm afraid our life together has started too late.
Moonlight descends as the blood mist dissipates with the sacred core. Beneath the heavens, Velmir falls into a brief, peaceful slumber. We welcome the rest of our lives with open arms. Onto the final node.
That was kind of sweet.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die in this node.
And now you're gonna die.
We're all gonna die. The wind and the sands disperse. The world falls quiet once more. Before the world collapses again, Silas and I visit the secret garden we promised to visit. As we push open the ivy-covered iron gate, roses bloom in the morning mist. I had this place built a long time ago, during the era of my maternal grandmother to be exact. Time dragged on endlessly back then, and the world around me collapsed too quickly. I wanted something I could watch. It had to change slowly, like a flourishing garden.
But you didn't stay.
I learned magic, discovered the sacred core, and became aware of your existence. I look up at Silas. Then we promised to visit this place. I wanted to show you many, many roses. Silas picks a rose and tucks it in my hair.
You kept your promise. It's the perfect place to mark the beginning of our life together. The very start of the rest of our lives.
The rest of their presumably very short lives. Don't you think the rest of our lives is a new concept for us?
Indeed. Our lives now have a beginning and an end. The boundaries are distinct.
He guides me to sit amongst the flowers. As the wind blows, a floral fragrance envelops us. A finite life, and one shared with another person. I never imagined such a thing before. I imagine we'll travel to many places, mostly remote ones, where few people visit.
And we'll renovate an abandoned fortress and turn it into a temporary home.
I'll be unable to resist buying strange, unusual magical texts from old bookstalls.
Then I'll pick up some yellowed sheet music while we're there. We'll find a place with a pipe organ so I can listen to you play.
What will you do? Are you going to sit there and listen?
I could sing.
When the weather is warmer, I want to find a ship and go out to sea.
Then we'll need to buy one that's sturdy enough to sail to the ends of the planet. I don't care where we go. I only want to sit with you on the mast and watch the moon rise.
Do you think we'll argue?
Haven't we argued enough already?
But in the future, our arguments won't be about the sacred core anymore.
Maybe our reason shall be simpler. So simple, in fact, that they'll be about a dish's seasoning. But our arguments will always end quickly because I'll prioritize your happiness.
You sound confident. Tell me more.
For example, I could make you a wooden bird that caws.
Will you name it Mephisto?
If that's what you want.
Maybe we'll come back to Velmir every now and then. We'll visit this garden and see the roses bloom in another year.
Perhaps we'll be old when we return.
I rest my head on his shoulder. That means we truly have spent a long time together. It could be considered one way to rewrite fate.
We only need to choose each other to rewrite fate. It's a simple matter.
We continue to imagine our future together becomes lighter, richer with every detailed daydream. It's like the rose petals brushing between our palms as they sway in the breeze. Their scent and touch gradually lull me into a sweet dream. Everything is peaceful and gentle before the world's collapse. With the sacred core's destruction, the world falls apart. It's no different from a temple being destroyed. The false world order peels away from its foundation. Across the continent that's shrouded in death's shadow, people's hope of rewriting fate dissolves into oblivion. Pillars of faith crumble. Barefoot fanatics fill the streets. They burn ritualistic objects and wail as they try to summon their lost god. Terrified of being overwhelmed by riots, the nobility retreat into the underground shelters. A power vacuum is formed, and several religious organizations try to establish a new faith to overthrow the old dynasty. This continent's history revisits recurring themes again and again. Perhaps it's the world that remains trapped in an inescapable cycle of fate. The sacred core's demise isn't the end of the world, but the shattering of its illusion left people's fears with nowhere to hide. And we, the ones who destroyed the sacred core and exposed the illusion, are the targets of everyone's hunt. Battle after battle, blood and fire become our shadows. To kill us, these fools sacrifice countless innocent lives to activate the most evil forbidden magic. They try to control us and force us to turn our weapons against each other. Yet after every wound and instance of bloodshed, our invisible linkage continues to connect us again and again. We spend a long time together and endure these countless hunts. Until one day we both stop in our tracks. We're surrounded by blood and ruins. Perhaps we've grown weary of the endless strife. We're tired of this ignorant, cowardly world. On this planet, heading towards doomsday, it's possible that weariness is the true awakening. And then our dream ended.
Why are people suffering?
Don't look back.
Oh.
When the roses bloom again, will you remember who I am now? So long as our souls remain unchanged. will surely.
Intermittent gusts reach my ear. The air is tinged with the metallic smell of rust scorched by flames. In the distance, there's a deep rumbling. Perhaps it's the lingering aftermath of endless battles or the approaching legion.
Are you awake?
Night has fallen. Moonlight bathes the abandoned garden as charred rose petals drift away in the wind. Silas sits next to me. Blood from his wounded shoulder congeals into dark crimson in the night. Was I asleep for a long time?
Some time has passed, yes. However, those people haven't found this place yet. I didn't want to wake you. Were you dreaming?
Yes, I dreamed about matters from long ago, starting from when our paths first became linked.
No wonder you wouldn't wake up.
He relaxes and pulls me into his embrace.
Looking back, it has been a long time.
I also dreamed about the future we once imagined.
Finding a temporary home, hunting for old sheet music, going out to sea, making a wooden bird named Mephisto.
You remembered everything.
It's easier to remember matters that actually happened.
I savor the warmth pressed against my back. The sounds of pursuers closing in become clearer in the distance, but we're used to it. Every dream we managed to fulfill was intertwined with endless battles and desperate escapes. The world made us its enemy, yet we only held on to the fragments that gave us warmth. You're correct. The future we once imagined has become our past.
We've already spent most of our remaining lives together.
The fiend and evil mage have nowhere to run. This place will be their grave.
Once we kill them, this sacred core will manifest again. Philos will be ushered into the divine light.
May the divine light bless Philos! May the divine light bless Philos!
They're beyond redemption.
The legion of mages they've assembled is larger this
Are
time.
you scared?
I was thinking, if all we have left in the remainder of our lives is these memories... Silas turns to face me, his gaze piercing my innermost thoughts.
That's not what you want. Then we'll live our lives differently.
Is this another instance of us rewriting fate?
You know very well I don't believe in fate. I only believe in decisions.
I smile and offer my wrist to him. An agreement like this needs a proper acknowledgement.
I agree.
He lowers his head and bites my wrist. I take his other hand and bite his wrist in return. We drink each other's blood. We've done it countless times before.
The ritual is complete. Are you ready to partake in the final feast, my dearest wife?
The final feast.
Massive wings unfurl behind him as he hovers beneath the blood-red moon. I tap my staff on the ground to create a glyph of death.
Oh.
The encircling armies surge from the mist, flames and lightning rain down. The earth trembles from incantations, ruins on the brink of collapse sway, and the darkness is torn asunder. I could almost believe doomsday has arrived. And so we march towards our doomsday as if we're welcoming a celebration that has descended solely for us.
I suppose this is the end.
Do you regret sacrificing yourself to destroy the sacred core?
Accept the consequences that accompany my choices.
Even though you can't return to the underworld and you end up in this situation with me?
Do you regret rewriting your fate so you could live as a mortal?
Of course not, so don't listen to them.
All right then. For mortals, death is inevitable. And although we could never share the same beginning, I believe, at the very least, we can share our deaths.
When you were born, did someone bless you?
Just so you're aware, no one wanted me in Philos. Yet it's you who awakened me, the person who blesses me. It must be you.
Silas, I shall give you a blessing.
Did you lose your magic and voice already?
Oh, what are you gonna say?
I don't like that it's asking me to, like, it was like, oh, chant something to summon him. Now I have to give him a blessing. Left hand. Silas, I bless you to always come home within 10 pulls.
That's so good.
And that's a good blessing.
Now I have truly been born into this world, with you in it.
I mean, if the blessing works, you're gonna be born into it a lot more.
Silas, you're no longer an existence that no one wants.
I'll remember that. You truly have no regrets.
I never will, so long as you're involved.
From the moment we're born to when we breathe our last, we shall inevitably walk the same path. It's the greatest blessing for us.
I like how your blessing fit really well. Oh.
It's as if I'm in a dream. I walk along a path lined with blooming roses. Those rose petals pave a soft road, and the air carries a cool, fragrant scent. I look down to see a faintly glowing linkage on my wrist. It slowly extends and guides me forward. It connects to a hazy silhouette ahead. It's shrouded in mist. Tall and familiar, it's a figure I've traced in my heart 1,000 times. His name circles my throat, yet I'm unable to make a sound. I can only approach him one step at a time. The linkage tightens around my wrist. It reminds me that if I keep moving, I can touch him again. The wind gently disperses the mist, and the figure etched in my vision comes into focus. Before I can see him clearly, what should have been his figure transforms into a floating soul fragment. Lonely, it flickers in the mist. It slowly moves as if invisible waves are pushing it, until another glowing fragment reveals itself in the sea of mist. They're one and the same. The two fragments slightly tremble. They flow out of a thin chain of light that connects them to each other. The linkage resembles a freshly bloomed rose, and the two soul fragments become the glowing petals within it. Beneath the boundless gray sky, countless fractured world fragments are akin to enormous mouths devouring space and time. Silas stands on top of the mounds of broken bones. Black-red mist has entwined his staff.
Lost.
The defeated fiend gradually crumbles to ash amidst agonized howls. Yet before he disappears, a deep voice reverberates.
It doesn't matter if you've defeated the fiends here.
This place is fate's graveyard where only incomplete souls can exist. No matter how powerful you are, you're still no different from us. My soul was plundered long ago. I only had the instinct to kill. And you, Silas, where is the other half of your soul?
The other half.
Candles sway in the corner of the hall. A mage's hunched shadow is cast on the wall. With bloodshot eyes, she stares at me.
Immortality isn't the result of divine favor. It's because half of an immortal soul is trapped inside your body. This isn't a blessing. It's a curse. So long as that immortal half remains within you, you cannot meet death's sweet embrace. You'll only be greeted by endless torment as you're repeatedly torn apart.
I hold my breath, my body trembling slightly as vague memories unexpectedly surface. This is my curse. Only I can grant you a true death. A severe headache strikes me and cuts paths that lead to my emerging memories. How can I break this curse? I'm willing to do anything. My teacher remains silent for a moment, as if reciting a prayer for me. Then she speaks.
Only method. You must enter the sacred core and rewrite your fate.
We must offer half our soul to the other. They'll be merged to forge an unbreakable bond.
Silas, I curse your soul. I curse your soul to never fade away. You'll always be tied to me, forever.
Ooh.
This is my curse. Only I
So-
can grant you a true death. So I think Silas MC was a sorceress in the dragon myth, and she's still a mage in this myth.
Yeah, so
Oh. Did
Ghost?
we lose Rosé?
Rose, where'd you go?
I moved my
Cut out.
microphone and I muted myself. I think the dragon myth is first. No?
Yeah. The dragon myth is for sure. And, I think this is a very clear timeline, just like Raph's had a very clear timeline, where there's the dragon myth. This one references the dragon myth, and it connects directly.
I think that's what's most interesting, because, we haven't watched Xavier's yet, but, watching Zane's, it doesn't directly flash back to a previous myth.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting that Silas also gets a flashback that is literally just here's the other myth.
Yeah, like an exact cut from the other myth.
Yeah.
Once again, I walk this path lined with roses. Yet I'm currently holding a blossoming rose. 2 petals are connected as they emanate a golden glow. My body is gradually becoming transparent. The mist before my eyes gradually dissolving. It reveals an endless darkness, a tunnel leading to a new world. I'm going to leave this world behind. No, I don't want to forget again.
You don't need to be afraid of anything.
A familiar voice resounds next to my ear. I turned only to find a wilting rose bushes around me. But I hear the footsteps of 2 people.
I will find you, and we shall inevitably walk the same path. The world we find ourselves in doesn't matter.
The rose in my hand scatters because of the wind, and the 2 glowing fragments separate. I run and grasp one of the fragments before the wind carries them away. If I hold on to this soul fragment, will it keep us from being separated?
To let it become your eternal curse.
I place the fragment into my body, and it overlaps with my heart. This is the first and last ritual. At the end of the path, the mist disappears and white light is poured into me.
I guess the other obvious indicator that this takes place later is that she's trying to summon a fiend named Silas, but she names him Silas.
Yeah.
So if she didn't name him, she wouldn't be summoning him under that name.
Yeah, so like the dragon myth is for sure first, and this is for sure second. And then it's unclear if they're going to do fourth myths or do something different.
Yeah.
I float through time and space.
The other thing that's still unclear is Silas in present day timeline is like obviously not physically the same one because they died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his soul that's immortal. It's not like necessarily his body. He's just so powerful in the current timeline that like most things aren't like gonna kill him.
I also like that it's like she made him a fiend. Like she's the reason he's a fiend because fiends
he was
are
a fiend as a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
he
he's
was
always
a dragon
been a
as a dragon, and then he went to the area where people with half a soul go.
Yeah. So like before he was living. The thing is like he didn't have a soul before, so he was also like in the underworld before because that's where they banished him to. And things without souls can live in the underworld because the fiend from that like speech says I lost my soul a long time ago. But he can still go back because Dragon MC gives him half her soul and then curses it to never die.
I see.
But this means that maybe present day Silas has parents.
Perhaps he was born into that world and has parents. It's so bright, yet so dark. I can only feel that fragment's warmth in my heart. Silas, what if I forget you again when we meet once more?
It doesn't matter. I will recognize you, and we'll be the same. Two kindred spirits. And then we'll begin our new life together.
I'm not alone. Within my soul, I carry my beloved.
Main story MC is just really out here with her like 1 million soul contracts.
Yeah, she's got like her soul is connected to 5 different men.
Messed up.
Like,
maybe she didn't.
She has like at least 2 confirmed husbands now, 3 confirmed husbands.
What if this is the first time they've all been reborn at the same time? You know, like it's not usually like this. Very oopsie. All of my husbands arrived at the same time.
They're in the other world. Like, all right, whose turn is it?
Yeah, they're rolling.
But I do think it's interesting that Silas's and Raphael's myths are so linear.
Yeah.
Like there is a definite timeline for them, and they all connect very directly.
I'm going to assume that it will be similar for Xavier, and we can probably figure out a linear timeline. And I think Zane is going to be the outlier, and his is just non-linear because of what he is.
But we know Xavier's timeline is more alternate universe.
Yeah.
Like it's not, I think when we watch Xavier's, it will be more similar to Zane's because it's just like if Xavier had become king.
Then what is Caleb? What will Caleb be?
Caleb will be interesting to see, yeah. Like is...
A robot.
I think Caleb's going to connect more directly to Zane because like it's Raphael and Silas are similar, but Silas and Xavier are both actively on Philos and doing like living in the same area. They have similar like outfit elements.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I actually think it's interesting to compare this one to Zane's myth because Zane is a little bit like in his myth he can't accept MC's death and sacrifices himself to like continue her immortality, and that's his whole goal. And here Silas, like, is willing to give up immortality just to live a simple, happy life with her. It's like accepting versus not accepting death. Yeah? Nobody has anything to say to that?
Good theory.
I have no
But-
theories.
MC isn't immortal in Zane Smith, right?
No, she is. It's just like immortal in the way where like you can die if you are killed.
What?
That's not immortal.
Because
That's
she's
she's long
timeless. I think that's timeless.
Oh my
not
God.
Immortal.
Oh my god.
Well, because she's there isn't one MC, right? Because like Zane's whole thing is like the multiverse, where there is
Yeah, so like MC
so
for
many
Zane is
iterations.
not always the same person. It's just like the same person in different times.
But in Zane's myth, he sacrificed part of his soul to bring her back to life as a goddess. Are you guys confused because you weren't paying attention to the entire Zane myth? Is that the issue here? You literally don't remember this happening?
Attention to the whole thing, I still feel like it's
Complicated.
confusing.
He sacrificed his soul to bring back goddess MC.
When did that happen? I don't
When
know.
they were
Beginning!
humping on the altar?
Okay, yeah.
Is that when?
He went to
I thought he was
went to
healing
the
her because she was
underworld.
sick.
No, remember when he went to the underworld and the fiend was like, "Oh, don't do this," and he walked through all of the little spirits, and they were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he
No.
was like, "I have to do this to save her life," and he sacrificed part of his
Oh.
soul.
Is that what that was?
Did not occur.
That's
I don't
what
recall
happened.
that.
I don't know about that.
Wow,
This
yeah.
is a rewriting of the Zane
That's
myth.
what happened in the myth. That happened
I don't
at the
remember
very
him
beginning.
sacrificing a part of his soul. I thought it was that he went and he was trying to revive MC, and then he does, but he's warned not to do it because of the consequence of doing it, not that he was giving something up.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to go back and review the footage.
No, thank you.
Review it.
No, thank you.
This
All
one
right,
is
thank
like
you
a
everyone
direct
for watching.
contrast.
I enjoyed Silas Smith. I think it was worth my 490 pulls.
How many diamonds do you have left?
30,000.
That's
Oh,
not
you
too bad.
still have as many as me. Alright, well, thanks
Well,
so
you're
much
gonna
for
get a
watching.
bunch more diamonds now doing your Orbeez.
Yeah, it's true. I have so many Orbeez to do.
Nice.